Well, hey folks, how y'all doing? And what do you got there, Tom? I'll tell you what, folks, you can call me an impulse buyer because the wife and I went to Sam's Club this morning. We went there for one reason, that was to renew our Sam's Club membership. When I walked in the door, I saw 2 boxes and it said pellet smoker and grill. So I said, I'm gonna go take a look at that. So I went over to where they were on display, and I tore it as what I would typically do. I tore it apart, and I was like, the enamel coated grill grates are pretty heavy, and it's got a front shelf, and it's got what appears to be a stainless steel drip tray, heavy duty, and a stainless steel fire pot, and the shield for it is got some reinforcing to keep it from warping. And the controller's not the best, but the legs are heavy duty and stout. This thing's 140 pounds. And then I looked up at the price, and it was regularly $300 for $200. And I said, for $200, you know what? We're going to give this a shout. We're going to give this a try. We're going to put this together, let you know what I think of it. And for those of you that are sitting on the fence whether or not you want to get a pellet grill, this may be an option for you where you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, but you want to give it and see what it's like. So I'm going to stay tuned. We're going to put this thing together and give you a look-see as we go along. All right, we got the box open, and you can see that it comes pretty much, I don't think there's a whole lot of assembly. We got the Embers Grill, fueled by the Bolts Group, whatever that means. We got some blister packs. We've got a gasket, looks like, for the chimney. There's your front shelf. Like I said, this thing comes standard with a front shelf. That's impressive too. On a lot of pellet grills, that's an extra right there. So let's dig into this a little bit deeper and give you a look-see. All right, folks, there's unboxed. It probably took me 20 minutes to get that all apart. Packaged very nicely. I really couldn't find any damage. Lots of parts and pieces. You get yourself one of these, it's going to take some time to put together. You got the legs over there. There's the controller. I think I said that the burn pot stainless steel, they wouldn't have painted it if it's stainless steel, but I could be wrong. Smokestack. We've got that's goes inside. That's for your drip, for your grease, and then the grease bucket hangs on there. There's your drip tray. Once again, they said this is not stainless steel. I put a magnet on it and it sticks, so maybe it's just been enamel coated, but there's no sticky stuff on there. You've got there's those heavy duty wire racks for the inside, and the other one on the back is your top shelf. So once again, that's extra on a lot of other grills. You got your drip bucket, you got your wheels. There's your front shelf, there's your bottom shelf. So a lot of cool stuff on this. There's your blister pack with all your stuff. So pretty well organized. And I'll tell you what, let's see how organized it is and start putting this sucker together. Stay tuned. Well, there she is standing up, folks. Get yourself one of these. You better have some time and a helper too. Thank gosh I got a good helper, because those legs, even though they are very stout and I like them, they do require some assembly and do require some time, but so far so good. Like I said, everything's fitting. You got to manhandle a couple pieces into place, but everything's there, and so far I got enough screws. So let's continue on. All right, folks, I put the chimney on and then I took it off because I got a little bend in there right at the top. So I'm gonna just put that in a vise to see if I can get that a little straighter. There is a gasket that'll take up some of the imperfections, but I just want to get a little bit closer. All right, folks, about an hour and a half into it, she is going together. Everything is there, and everything is pretty much lining up. Got a ways to go here yet, but you can see front shelf is on. That actually, see if I can do it one-handed, that actually goes down and comes up. And I'll tell you what, on a lot of other pellet grill manufacturers, that's an extra right there. That's like a $60 extra. That's pretty heavy gauge. Kind of different how this goes on. There's another nut on the back side that you have to adjust to get your temp gauge to sit in there, and it's not high quality. There's no adjustment for it, but it'll let you know whether you're hot or cold or medium. And like I said, we're just going to start putting the innards together here, but so far so good. I did show you that I had to bend this a little bit. The gasket in there takes out the rest of it, and I think that's going to be good too. Rain cap. Well, it's a rain cap, a little bit on the small side, but it'll work. All in all, so far, so good. Stay tuned for more. All right, folks, this is really different. If you watched a lot of my other videos, by the way, Tom Horseman at YouTube, and I've got videos of me putting together a lot of other grills, pellet grills, 2 Camp Chef pellet grills, Rectech. You can see them all, Tom Horseman at YouTube. And what's different about this is a grease trough right here. So the grease flows into there. Then you can see there is a hole right there, and then it comes out through there, and then it slides kind of right into there like that. And there's 2 self tappers that you just put in, and I want to show you that it's kind of unique. All right, folks, there it is all put together. That was a solid 2 hours right there, and you will need a helper. Thank gosh I had the best helper in the world, my wife. And you can see I've got the upper rack in there. That's another accessory that on a lot of pellet grills is extra. You're wondering about that wire right there. That's your temp probe that shows the temp on the box here. And on most pellet grills it's vertical. On this one you can see in the back there, it's underneath the rack right there. You can see it. I am going to get some high temperature caulk, the red stuff, to seal up some of these gaps that are in there. Other than that, I tell you what, let's put the inside together so you can see that, because that's kind of unique also. All right, there's your heat deflector, and you can see if you look at it, it's kind of angled, and your burn pod is not in the middle. It's off to the right next to the hopper itself. That's a 10-pound hopper, by the way, and that just fits in there like that. So I guess the angled is meant to channel this heat and the smoke toward the cooking chamber itself. And then you've got your grease tray, which is kind of heavy. And once again, they're saying this is just regular metal. I'm not really sure, but it is reinforced on the bottom. And that pretty much, I don't think there's a right side or a left side on that. And it just goes in there like that, and then it goes toward the to the grease trough over there. These enamel grates, I tell you, that's like 3/8. It's heavy stuff there. I tell you, that's pretty impressive. And it's 2-pieced. Goes in like that, and then the other one goes in like that. So that's the inside, folks. We are going to fire it up. I want you to see that this thing does fire up, because honestly I don't even know myself. Stay tuned and we're going to fire it up. Alright, folks, here's the controller on this grill, and off is off, but when you're cooking on it, you turn it off. That's also your cool down cycle. Right now I'm following the instructions. Put it on smoke, made sure the auger turned, made sure that the heating element got hot, which it did, and then I'm letting it cool down again. I'm going to go to smoke again. I'm going to put pellets in my pellet hopper, wait till I see pellets in the pot. I'm going to turn it off again, and then I'm going to turn it back on. If you notice, there's a thing up here called a P set, or a P setting, that allows you to adjust the feed rate of the pellets on this grill. So that is a nice function that you can play with it a little bit and make some adjustments as needed. So once she gets going here, we'll give you a look-see. All right, folks, she's alive. We got fire, and we're going to put everything back in there, set it up to 350, and do a burn-in for an hour to get all the grease and everything burned out of this thing. But so far, so good. Folks, I know this went a little long, but I wanted to give you a good demonstration of how this is put together and show you how it works. We'll be cooking on this. Stay tuned. Tom Horseman to YouTube. Folks, thumbs up, leave a comment. And as always, I can't say it enough. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.